Alright, this is it. Oh, that could have sucked. Almost feel bad for the guy, don't you? I mean, he just wants his home back. See, remember what I was saying about how this is stupid because I'm pretty much delivering the Triforce of Courage like directly into his grasp? Like, I just made it easier for him. This guy's crazy. Alright, I'm about to do something that's gonna totally kill the mood. By, grabbing pictures of these guys. Whoa! Aw. He got in the way. Hit him again so I can get an opening. What do you mean that didn't count? Holy crap, neither did that. Oh, you suck. There we go. Okay. No more screwing around. Ow. Okay, I have to watch out for that kick, because I can't block that, it seems. Nice dodge, jerky. Hit him! Okay, nice try. Got stupid. Yeah, of course he's gonna dodge that. What? What? He was nowhere close to me. That's some reach. Especially for the teeny little freaking... It's a really bad camera angle. Just saying. Alright, that was just dumb. Well, I do have 2 fairies, just as a forewarning that I am playing incredibly sloppy at the moment, though. You missed him by a wide margin. There we go. What? Okay, well I hit A in time, I don't know. Yeah, you better get up. In the middle of something here. Ow. Just in case you didn't notice, Zelda, that's not working anymore. I don't know why there's so much freaking rumbling going on in these cutscenes. I don't know if you can hear the gamepad rumbling away. I mean, I'm holding it away from the mic now, but I was holding it like just under the mic. So I guess I do have a few things to mention in closing about this game. If you've been sitting here through most of this, you probably know this is not one of my favorite Zelda titles. Looking back on it, 11 years later? It's not as bad as I remembered it being. The parts of the game that I disliked the most being the Earth Temple and the Wind Temple. The Wind Temple especially was still pretty bad. Aside from that, like the earlier dungeons I enjoyed. I actually do enjoy like sailing the world and such. It does the whole Great Sea concept does feel rather empty compared to other Zelda titles. Like the world isn't quite as immersive due to it being so empty. Empty's the only way I can think to explain it. I do understand why people enjoy this title, though. I don't regret playing through it or anything like that. I probably will play this a little bit more, actually. Continue side questing, maybe try and pick up all the heart pieces. I'm not going to do any of that on camera, though. Anything else I do with this game is just going to be on my own time. Especially because I finished this with rather good timing. It is currently Monday night / Tuesday morning. And this coming Thursday is when Shovel Knight releases, and I'm planning on doing a playthrough of that, like a release day playthrough. So, pretty good timing, because now I can take a break from recording for like 2 days before I have to really dig into Shovel Knight. So that'll be nice. And honestly, that's most of why I decided to play through this game. I did get it for free as part of the Mario Kart 8 promotion. It was the only title on there that I had any remote interest in or that I didn't already have. And I mostly decided to do it just because the only thing I've actually used my capture device for so far has been Mario Kart 8. and I will use it on Shovel Knight, but I decided to do this as something to do in the meantime until Shovel Knight hit. Because unfortunately it kept getting pushed back weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm wondering if there's like anything else I want to note on this game. This is episode 34, I believe, so that would be... the game kept me busy for like 17 hours, but that's just what was recorded. It might be as high as... I want to say it might be as high as even 30 hours, including all the side questing I've done. Which isn't terrible. The GameCube era was kind of notorious for Nintendo games being not only incredibly easy, but incredibly short. And this does feel like a shorter Zelda title. I pointed out there's only like 5 dungeons, 6 if you count Ganondorf's, which wasn't much of a dungeon. That was just kind of like a bunch of fights. There wasn't really any like puzzles or anything going on in that dungeon. So it does, when you look back at the fact that Ocarina of Time had like 10 dungeons, it does feel a little bit like short and underwhelming compared to that. But though most will tell you, how the hell do you live up to Ocarina of Time? I'm not going to go into my opinions on Ocarina of Time. I do think it's like I'll leave it at, I do believe it is a little overrated, but that's not to say that it's a bad game. A lot of people, if you try and say, oh, it's overrated, they'll be like, oh, so you think it's a bad game? No. There's a difference. There's a big difference. I did state at one point that my favorite Zeldas are probably Link's Awakening and Twilight Princess, so I guess I'll state that again for the record. Why not? I am thinking about doing other Zelda titles after this. Depends on how long my Zelda itch lasts, and if I can get my hands on the games. I'm considering both Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. I still own a copy of Skyward Sword, so that would not be difficult to do. Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess, I'd have to track down someone who has it. One final thing to note, going with my theme of making everything about Smash Brothers, is that I would like to see Ganondorf's arena at the end, like where you fight him at the end of this game. I'd like to see that be a stage in Smash Brothers. I think that'd be pretty cool. It would pretty much just be a final destination, except with the pillars of water breaking through to like divide up the stage. I think that would be a pretty nice Wind Waker location to use. Nothing else in this game really pops out to me as, oh, this is a good iconic location to use. So I guess they're already setting off for their adventure in the Phantom Hourglass. I think it'd be pretty fun to do playthroughs of Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks as well. What's holding me back there is that of course there's no way to actually do that without turning to emulation. And I guess that hasn't stopped me in the past, but yeah, let's keep that. So that's the one, like, you start with the Picto box already in color. So if I jump back into this one, like, where am I? Ew. So I didn't keep any of the photos I took during, like, the final battle. I didn't even, like, turn any of these in. Like, I did turn these in before I got started. So that kind of stinks. But hey, whatever. So I guess you have no choice but to start a new do a new game plus if you want to complete the figurine collection, which I don't know if that's on the top of my list of things to do. As I said, in 2 days, my hands are going to be full with Shovel Knight. Until then, I'm probably going to keep myself busy with editing all of these episodes to start putting them up online. I have not even started editing these yet. I haven't even done the thumbnail yet. So, one final closing note is that I did, this was, of course, my first Zelda. It's technically my second Zelda playthrough, but the first one I didn't finish. The first one being Oracle of Ages, which I gave up on at one point. So, if you're watching this and if you enjoyed it, feedback is incredibly appreciated, because I cut out a lot of exploring and such in this game. Like, I did a lot of, like, side questing and exploring off camera, and I don't know if that was the right way to go about doing it. Maybe as a viewer you would prefer to see all of that. So if you feel one way or the other on that, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll take it into consideration for next Zelda titles I do, which I probably will do other Zelda titles. Other than that, that's about it. So, again, hopefully you enjoyed this playthrough, and I hope you look forward to whatever I might do next, which for me will be Shovel Knight. I don't know what I'll actually be uploading next, in regards to when this episode airs. But either way, till next time.